Hello. Hello, sleepy kitties. I'm back, finally. Back with new computer, too. I have more monitors so I can dance around easier. Definitely tell me if, like, I'm too loud or anything. Because I had to reset, like, all of OBS again. Hello, Lumineow. For some reason, OBS wouldn't let me, like, keep what I had before. So I had to, like, reset everything. So definitely tell me if I'm too loud or anything. It's been forever. Last time, guy had a stroke. Okay, thanks, Netta. But yeah, in the future, because I like having both screens for like visual novels, and I'll show it quick, just simple gaming screen like this. But for visual novels, I'll do this so text can be seen easier. My brain needs to have the text for visual novels so I can edit the words in and I don't have to caption them. Finally, I begin to confirm my location. This place is semi-outdoors and even colder than the passageway. Despite the fact that it's summer, I shiver instinctively. Oh, I will test while I'm thinking about it. I want to make sure. Yeah, shut up about the redeem set. That the that like sleepy and being able to throw stuff is working. Yep, that works. Oh no, I forgot to move the hand. No, I couldn't speak through Sleepy. I'll have to work with that again. Because her mouth works, I don't know why she isn't picking up through actually, like here. I'll have to test that out. Sleepy moves away from the hand. Below eye level, there are several plastic chairs in a row. The center of the chairs, which are lined up like dolls on a tiered stand, is a stage that is a little smaller than a school classroom. Bowls and buckets are lined atop of it. You gotta make up for all the redeems you didn't get to use. Most of it works. Yeah, all those should work. I think Sleepy's the only one who might need fixed. Silly little girl there. The center of the stage is something resembling a small shed. Stage. That's right, for things like sea lions. Stage. One facility that no aquarium should lack. Okay. From kids to adults, the show is something everyone can enjoy. The small city aquarium, Manton Aquarium, still has a stage despite its size. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Upon muttering this, doubt enters my mind. Yoshi-san said this place was on a shifted time axis. But even so, each section just feels too different. I don't know how much I can trust that dude after he had that stroke and tried to attack me. The Fish of the World booth, where the first strange phenomenon occurred, the jellyfish booth and tunnel tank. This is that aquarium game, right? It is. I know it's kind of been a while. You know, just a little over a month. It's fine. Almost 2 months. It's been a long decade. The jellyfish booth and tunnel tank. Thinking back on them in order, they each felt like their own distinct time period. Countless fish that decayed, the immensely entrancing beauty, With each new facility I entered, the look changed. And each one tried to kill me, honestly. Ridiculous, there can't be. I start to say, then shake my head. I don't know how many things I had thought impossible have come to pass here. It's a crazy theory, perhaps. Never mind, I have to find Himino. Pushing my doubts to the edge of my mind, I head down the stairs for the great seating towards the stage. Guest seating, not great. I'm doing great on my day back. Huh? This is... About halfway to the stage, I find a booklet on top of a seat that is thick enough to contain about 50 pages. Mansion Aquarium Guidebook is written on the front cover. This thing has 50 pages? That's all I see, just the name, nothing else. I guess it's not like a guidebook pamphlet. It has a map inside. I'm gonna forget that I have this if I need to use it. I suddenly realize as I am finishing my sentence, since Himino has our map, this is definitely going to come in handy. I'll try and read a little more. Diving through the pages, I see it has an introduction to Manton Aquarium. Other than that, there are bits of trivia about the fish on display. Like the Piriku is the biggest freshwater fish that orca communicate using ultrasonic waves. I want to read through this later. Though I don't want to part with the guidebook, I detach the map from it. Not knowing what might happen, I come to the conclusion that I don't want to carry anything bulky. Yeah, no shit. Okay. Resting my desire to sit down and read it, I return the guidebook to the seat. I should have been stronger. I should have brought a bag with me. Staff room, there might be someone there. On weeknights, so they hold the adult-targeted Manton Aquarium exploratory tour. It supposedly shows off the other side of the Manton Aquarium. Adult-targeted? What do you mean by that? Aw. But they're about to see some nice, close fish, if you know what I mean. Wait. Yeah, what them octopi do. For the expedition, pathways that customers are normally unaware of are printed in the guidebook. According to the map, there appears to be a staff waiting area. Seems they don't stop there on the exploratory tour. The place itself is printed on the map. If I go there, someone may be there. Looking at the map, I wonder which way I should go as I follow the route. It seems there are two paths to the staff room. First path is through the passageway I went through earlier. The other seems to be through an underground passage connected to the inside of the shed on the stage. Even though it's labeled as underground, it is more accurate to say it is one floor below. I still don't know how Hiyoshi-san is, so I think I should take the ladder path. Damn! If it was gonna let me choose, I was gonna go back and see if he did anything. I'm scared after all. Himino, where are you? Lowering my defenses, these weak-hearted words well up inside me. I mumble them as I step onto the stage. Following those words, anxiety descends upon me. Right here. No way, Himino? Nah, it can't be her. It can't be. I doubt that voice, which seemed ready and waiting on me, was an illusion. No way. That's cruel, Mayu. Himino! I can hear Himino's voice, but I can't see her. Where is she? I guess I glanced about the stage. Himino was nowhere to be found. That's right. Inside the shed. When the shed at the edge of the stage enters my line of sight, head for it at double speed. Can't see your body, this is gonna be a sus moment. The floor is wide enough that it seems I should slip, but somehow I hold on and move forward. The inside of the shed is as if a waiting area and a warehouse have been combined into one room. Fishy stench is probably from the stains from food used during shows. In the past, I had seen a fish thrown to a sea lion that caught a ball with its nose. Oh, holy shit, she's there. Oh, she had some rough housing with those octopi. Himino! Himino! At the edge of the shed, in a plain metal chair against the wall, Himino is leaning against the back in what appears to be a state of total exhaustion. I have so much to say to you, Himino, because I see in your face, any thoughts of our argument are completely blown out of existence. Words that found no form were forever pushed away. I forgot they were still in that argument. Like, forget about it. Have you seen what nonsense has been happening? The fact that she is alright, all on her own, makes me happy. It's fine. First of all, calm down. What was that? Himino, what's wrong? Maya, don't make that face. There's nothing to worry about. I have a lot of things to say to Himino. My words get caught in my throat. She's dying. No. Seeing Himino breathing heavily, my own pulse quickens. As I stand there, forgetting how to breathe, Himino lays a hand on my chest. Even when she had a cold, Himino would still come to school with a smile on her face. When she got injured at club, she wouldn't take time off from gym class. That's why in this aquarium, that's somewhere in my heart that Himino would be fine. If only we could reunite. Surely she'd lead with a smile. We'd go home side by side. That had been my hope. She just looked pretty rough. I'm sorry. Mayu, I don't think I can make it. So easy for Himino's soft complaints to punch me right in the heart. It was just that one phrase I dropped to my knees in front of her. Mayu, get up. I won't. No, because... I shake my head at Himino's words. I can't remain standing, not while seeing my precious friend like this, and hearing her frail voice. Oh, she got maggots in her? Every time Himino speaks, she spews white nematodes from her mouth. I am not sure if she's aware of it or not, but thin creatures that look like mealworms wriggle at her feet. With a clatter, Himino seems as if she might fall from the chair. I support Himino from under her arm, propping her up. No, good. Keep her on the chair, please. I would also not like to be infected by the worms. I have enough worms in my life, thank you. Thank you. Don't thank me. Himino, what happened? Himino's body is hot, the same as when I had my 104-degree fever. No higher than that. I'm glad I got to see you again, but I didn't want you to see me in this state. Unable to finish what she was saying, Himino coughs up several nematodes along with some spit. Oh no! She is dying! That was fast. I want to see it. Not necessarily because it was weird or disgusting. I just don't want to see Himino this way. Himino, let's go to the hospital. We'll eat ice cream, alright? That's probably possible now. Hearing the words that had fallen instinctively from my mouth, Himino smiles back at me. Even as I ignore the lie in Himino's smile, I still become aware of it. It's not impossible. Mayu. It's not impossible. I'll take you to the hospital, okay? So let's go. I couldn't even carry a 50-pound... I mean, not 50-pound, but a 50-page book. I'm not carrying Himino in her worm-filled body. Thanks. That you feel that way fills me up. It's not just my feelings, got it, Himino? Can you stand? Don't overdo it. Okay, Mayu. That's right. I wanted to apologize to you. Oh, she's just like me. She got worms, and she's weak as hell. Me. In an attempt to lend her my shoulder, I take Himino's arm, but she quickly brushes me off. Himino's hands are shaking. Despite this, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the keychain. That's... When did you get this? Yeah, by the way, when I thought back to when I picked it up, it most likely wasn't yours, Mayu. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I guess she still had it. I thought someone else had it at this point. You're not. It was because I didn't listen at all of what you said. So, I Because I was so convinced you had dropped it by you thinking back. She's repeating the same thing over and over. Minno's consciousness must be getting hazy. Those damn worms. Every time Himino gets choked up, she vomits up vicious sputum and lively bugs. Even so, I can't look away from Himino. I don't know if I could look at her in the face if her eyes are bleeding. She's spitting up worms. I get the feeling that if I don't look at her face, I'll never again see her smile. I don't think I'm being overdramatic or anything of the sort, since I'd never heard of someone throwing up bugs. I mean, true. Here. Take it, Mayu. What? This keychain? Yeah, there seems to be no mistake. Someone dropped it. That's why. Give it back to them. Back, we're going back together, right? Maintain Aquarium is small. Surely find them right away, won't we? I'll find them, just fucking leave. Don't stay here any longer just to give that back to your dead sister. Jeez, my idiot, can't you stop by looking? There's no way I can go home. No. Don't let me know. If you say that, it'll come to pass. Mino places the keychain in my palm, then softly places her hands once more on my shoulders. She moves her hands from there to the back of my head. Then, with a light feather-like sensation, she pulls me close to her. Do not kiss me with your bug mouth. Do not do that. No. Hit me. No. Mayu, get home. No matter what. That hug lasts only a few seconds. Then Himino lightly pushes me away. Couldn't take it. If I affect you, just leave me here. She sounds pretty rough. Right as the end of her sentence fades away, her head flops forward. No way. No way. Mio's body with her eyes shut and not even one fingertip moving. It's hot. Even so, Mio won't turn her smile my way. She won't respond to my voice. No way, there's just no way. I mean, yeah, that was fast. I killed my best friend. Like, I checked how long I'd been playing this. It's only been 2 hours. I killed her already? Like, can I save her? Like, not now, but if, like, I went back. Without a second thought, I hold Himino. She said I might get infected, but that doesn't matter to me. Having rolled up inside her mouth, nematodes crawl about Himino's puffed up lips. Experiencing feelings of intense denial, I wipe away a nematode and crush it. A murky green liquid remains on my finger. I quickly rub it off on the floor. Ew. Bleh. No. She's moving? With her chest so close to mine, I can feel it. Oh, I don't know if that's a pulse. Are you sure those aren't just the worms going through her organs? No mistake, it is a heartbeat. Pulling away from Himino, my trembling hand somehow lands on her left breast. Having sunk into that softness, I definitely feel a pulse going bump. She's alive. Himino, I'm so glad. Just like that, I forget about rubbing off the filth and sit down. This is how I die. Even with the bugs getting into her body, as long as she is alive, I think it can work out somehow. I won't even consider the possibility of it not working out. I can't think of a concrete way to save Himino. Within my completely blank mind, there's only anxiety and fear. Oh no. Having slumped more than sat down, a third person's voice reaches my ears. Adasaki's and Pseudoturanova Philometra that aren't supposed to infect humans. I wonder what exactly could cause something like this to happen. If the situation was what it is, I would immediately preserve some of them in a petri dish. What? From behind me, a cold voice interrupts my thoughts. In contrast with the feverish Himino, that voice clings coolly to the nape of my neck. It's a woman's voice I've never heard. Hmm. It's pretty good, though. It's a pity I cannot collect this precious sample. I don't have the luxury of time right now. I must find that child, quickly. My, what a cute girl. What is it? Might you have come to the aquarium to have fun with your friend? Aquarium? This is Bantam Aquarium, right? That's right. Me and Himino? She's wearing the SpongeBob Coral Blue. I say like Coral Blue 48 or something. So this girl is called Himino-chan then. The one looks to be in her 30s. Her blue eyeshadow leaving quite the impression. Her appearance, coupled with her calm manner of speaking, both tell me she must be quite mature. My kind of woman. Her light-colored hair is collected into an updo and her suit is impeccably chosen. Those clothes. Could you be an aquarium staff member? Yes. I am Saginuma Riko. At this aquarium I am, I suppose, a representative of the director. Like a vice director? A little bit different. It would take some time to explain. More importantly, you should move away from Himino-chan. Huh? The woman called Himino by name. With a coquettish tone, gives me the impression of being very forced. Crossing her arms as she looks down at me, the woman narrows her eyes. Would it be easier for you if I use the word infection? You have a wound on your leg, don't you? It's as if their fertility has intensified, meaning there are probably eggs amongst all that as well. Get off the floor. What? She doesn't appear to be dead, but it's only a matter of time. You can no longer save Himino-chan. That's... Please wait a second. It's fine to leave her like that. After I finish my business, I'll take her with me as a sample. The corner of... Oh, that's the name they're gonna keep going with. Oh god. Saginuma, I guess? Saginuma-san's mouth widen as she says this. My fear of this woman is even greater than my anger at Himino being referred to as a sample. Even though someone right in front of her eyes might die, she is smiling. How in the world could she make that face? I can't understand. Saginuma Riko-san. It's terrifying to me. Please wait. If you're a member of the staff, can't you take me to this building's first aid room or call an ambulance or something? Since Himino's alive? It seems you care for Himino-chan a great deal. So, try to imagine this. If you die because of her, think about how Himino-chan would feel. Himino's alive. Please don't say something like that. I'm begging you. Please save Himino. I'm not a doctor. It's not possible. Moreover, I don't think the rescue workers would want to respond to such a hopeless call. Yeah, spread the infection, spread it. Saginuma-san says this bluntly in a cruel voice. Her voice is colder than the first time I heard it, like water that has frozen over. She can't be saved anymore. Every time those words come from her mouth, my pulse grows louder and quicker. My blood is rushing through me fast enough for my veins to be worn down from within. It's not good enough. Please. Save her. Please save Himino. Before I know it, facing her and pleading. However, my desperate pleas are being shattered by her cruel smile. She loves this. She's having a power trip. I don't like disobedient children. I also have work to do. Important work. That matters. You have work? This place isn't normal. Isn't that something the staff members should get? After fear makes a lap through me, I push aside my emotions. Leaping over my fear and anxiety towards this one, I wholeheartedly just want to save Himino. Not normal? Whatever do you mean? As aquariums also serve as a research institution, the situation itself isn't normal now, is it? I don't understand at all. That's enough. No matter how much time I spend here, it won't help. If you wish to join me, you're free to do so. I should join you. Saginuma-san. Aren't you staff here? Are you saying you don't know anything about this aquarium filled with nothing but phenomena? I don't understand a word of what you're saying. Are these good things? Are these good things? Girl, just walk through a couple more doors in these back rooms and you'll start seeing shit. Telling you, I'm going now. You wish to die along with her? than just sit there staring about like that. Later, I'll study you in full as well. Though one sample is more than enough. I shudder as a chill runs up my spine. I am finally able to understand that this isn't a joke. That she's saying she sincerely doesn't care about whether Himino lives or dies. Wait, please. You have wasted enough of my time. I must hurry and find that child. The last bit of what Tsugunoma... Oh man, I'm so bad at saying her name. Tsugunoma. Sag-san says inaudible as she runs out from the small room on the stage. Being neither harmful nor harmless, that's the type of person she is. So during the trolley problem, she just wouldn't pull any lever and go with the destined path. Thinking she could point me down the one path that leads away from Himino and I dying together. Just one phrase, I'm thrust down to rock bottom. Himino can't be saved. A single phrase bounces around my head numerous times. Gonna have to leave your girlfriend, I'm sorry. Just gotta give her to the worms now. Turned over my head with such frequency. The truth Saganuma-san had stated is becoming engraved upon my heart. I can no longer hear the click-clack sound of her high heels. Instead, what resonates is the sound of drops falling from my eyes. Oh! Sound of drop! Hey! If you're having doubts, just die. Wait, there's no person? Huh? Who? Is that a girl's voice? Much younger than Saganuma-san. Around the same age as me, in fact. Turns to the voice, coming a short distance away from where I'm holding Himino. Everyone's just appearing. A slender girl who's a little taller than me, with eyes a slightly different color than Saganuma-san's cold eyes, looks down at me scornfully. Her long hair is tied back, dangling behind her like a tail. She's a bit different from Himino, but is still a girl in fashionable attire. I watch her with cautious interest as she glares at me. I mean, this is anime, they're gonna be in fashionable attire. What's this, all of a sudden? Who knows? I'm just annoyed with you, since I hate people who are so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? You think you just show up and know how I'm feeling? I don't know, I'm not interested. I feel irritated at this girl who knows nothing of my circumstances showing up with all these complaints. To think that Saganuma-san left now this. She's directing her futile impatience at me as well. The girl is calm, speaking fast. Hearing such a tone, I can't go on without saying something back. If you're not interested, then why did you speak to me? More importantly, you haven't gotten swept up in anything dangerous, have you? Who knows? Oh, did it go back a bit? When this girl started speaking to me, it raised hope somewhere inside of me. I believe you hold out hope that she's talking to me because she knows some way I can save Himino. That's why I begin to feel something more than just irritation towards this girl who has come to kick me while I'm down. That girl's gonna get eaten up by bugs and die, right? Parasites aren't all that quick or efficient. What are you... Because it's this main aquarium, she will die. If it were me, that's what I would think. Then what are you saying? My heart begins to beat faster at her words. Now I regret placing so much hope in this girl. Nevertheless, from the way she is speaking, could it be... If you get out of here, there may be a way to cure her. If it comes down to crying and dying, I would fight back rather than giving in. Cure her? Just now you said cure her? Really? But that staff member earlier. She said she could no longer be saved. She's a bitch. She wants Himino for herself. I don't know. There's no guarantee she couldn't be saved. But the one who said she couldn't be saved was an employee of the aquarium, right? Not a doctor. Not a doctor. She seemed like she knew a lot about parasites, but sure enough, that woman was not a doctor. She said, yeah, she said so herself. Also, the girl said something previously that caught my attention. Earlier, you said this maintained aquarium, right? What is this place? If you know, then tell me. Don't take me for a fool. But I don't know. Since this is an aquarium where nothing but dangerous things happen, I want to know how to get out of here. I can't save Himino. Which path you take is completely up to you. I don't have any more time to worry about other people. I'm just saying if it were me, I wouldn't quit until I was dead. Yeah, I would say blunt and to the point, but thanks. Upon making her blunt assertion, the girl heads for the innermost part of the shed. Somehow, in contrast to the play earlier, she had entered from the side of the stage. If you don't have time, then why are you encouraging me? Encouraging me? Upon saying those words, I get an awkward feeling. The kind of assertion she made it in a blunt tone, the words she said to me weren't exactly kind. However, I found them kind in the moment. It isn't that I can't save her, nor is it guaranteed that I can. Having received even a small amount of hope, my tears have stopped. I told you already, I was just getting annoyed. You're just in my way, I was gonna kick you both if you were dead. Without looking back, the girl walks away. Sitting on the ground, huddled close with Himino, I think over the two possibilities in my mind. It is unlikely that I can save her. Should I just stay here with her a second longer? Or should I believe the girl's words and escape from this danger-filled aquarium? Possibilities balancing on a scale. No, not quick save. Let Himino die. I'm gonna leave her. Ooh. That was a big decision, apparently. Possibility of saying Himino is probably 0. Or, just as the girl said, it may not be 0. It's not completely outside the realm of possibility. However, Maria is here. Just as she appeared that day, Maria is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur. Mia's condition is also an undisputed abnormality. Sakanuma-san herself said that the parasites eating away at Himino were ones that wouldn't normally attack humans. Look, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that all you have to do is like leave a breadcrumb trail back to Himino and get help, or just like drag her out and she'll be fine. The evil time bugs will leave. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himino is me. If it isn't as if that staff member, or the mysterious girl, or Hiroshi-san, or anyone else will save Himino. I have to walk on my own 2 legs, in my ugly-ass shoes. If I don't, Himino will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept that determination. We are filled with determination. I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I'm standing right now. I'm getting a doink. No, my drink spoiled. No! How can this happen to me? I'm a good person. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himino on top of it. Find a towel, fold it up several times, and lay it over her. As crass as it is, she now has a futon and a blanket. Lay her on her side so if she vomits, she won't choke. Just a little while. Just wait a little while. First, I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warp space Manton Aquarium, somewhere there should be a connection. It shouldn't be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. Yeah, we're like, what, in the 16 area or something? I can get out normally from the gate. The next, I'll seek a safe route. It takes some time for me to move Himino, so I need to carefully ensure that no more phenomena will occur. I'm just gonna grab her on the tarp. In the event that I can't get out through the gate, You mean that we're trapped inside Mantan Aquarium? If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out of this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It will be alright. My plans clarified. I feel as if I can even I can do this. I have no special skills, and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himino is second to no one's. Okay, in that case, first is... Yes, I can go back to see if he's still there. Take me back. Go back the way I came. Let's see if Hiroshi-san's still there. Hiroshi-san is probably in the staff passage that came through earlier, but it shouldn't be a danger I can't overcome. Beat the shit out of him, yes! If I can run past him in one shot, surely it'll be okay. Girl power, kick him. I opened the door and carefully with a soft check. At that moment... Ugh. That was fast! Ugh. A sharp pain runs up from the base of my neck. Whatever bit my neck knocks me to the ground. No, not good. Is that Hiroshi-san? With each bite, the area around my neck makes a squelching sound. The cold stench of iron and the smell of blood. It's the smell of my blood and saliva of whatever is doing this to me mixing together. Choked up by the stench, I realize that the air filling my mouth is hitting the bottom of my chin. Breath in my own mouth shouldn't reach the bottom of my chin. The inconsistency here is because that breath is being vented from an air hole that has opened up in my neck. Kai. My voice isn't a voice anymore. It is nothing more than the sound of air escaping as unable to offer resistance. My body is overrun by that something. Ugh. What do you do? There's no pain. All I can feel is the gradual depletion of my own flesh. That something's head bobs up for a second. It's someone I know. The face of a man I know. Game, are you implying he, like, got my neck and then he put his head, like, through my neck or something? He had the munchies. Look, this guy looks like Stoner Shaggy. Of course he had the munchies. Before long, everything is engulfed in silence. Surely, this is my death. Being eaten by the one who saved my life. Hiroshi-san is merely my tiny death and nothing more. Oh, is this like an official bad end? Irrational. Hiroshi-san. Nah, I don't know what you mean, game. That was a good idea. Go back using the new route. In order to go back to the gate, it seems that there are two similar routes. I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiroshi-san. Bro was munchin'. Hiroshi-san was clearly not normal. I have the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority. Moreover, as opposed to Himino, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. If I can get out of the aquarium, I should go check on Hiroshi-san's condition once more at that time. Yeah, he just has a weird concussion, had like a seizure. He's fine. Because there's no change in the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage. Even if by accident, that was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. Okay, if she's in front of me, she can brute force all the bad stuff away from me, and I can follow after her. Opening the door, I step down a rusty stairway. It's a spiral staircase. As I step off at the very bottom, I see a dim underground passage stretching out before me. After going down the passageway a bit, I run to a door. It seems that if I do not pass through this room, I cannot proceed. Upon slowly opening the door, I see several computers and various other machines. Since I see lots of levers and dials with numbers and up and down symbols on them, This must be where all the machines in the aquarium are controlled. They probably control the tank temperature, oxygen regulation, lighting, and such from here as well. At any rate, I should keep moving. As I proceed, the sound of my footsteps echoes with a click-clack, click-clack. An echo lingers with a click-clack sound. Figures. This place is creepy too. I know something like that after all that has happened. Even as I reflect on this and walk on, a jarring sound blends in with my footsteps. What was that sound just now? Yoshi-san's back? Puzzled, I strain my ears and hear someone moaning. The voices come from my destination, the interior of the cellar. Despite my hesitation, I proceed forward with caution. Please, oh. What? After taking several steps, the voice becomes clearer. Turning through the gap in the machines, I discover the origin of the voice. Punch it. Just punch it in the nose like a shark. Yeah! I scream without thinking. In the corner of the control room, something completely detached from reality is taking place. Is that an orca? But how? I give voice to what lies before my eyes. A plump round body with a distinct contrast between its colors of black and white. On the upside of its sharp, shark-like fin is its mouth, with its tapered teeth all lined up. That's right. Orca are swimming around in here, in this room with no water. They swim about in the air. The sky whales are real! It isn't just that they float in the air, they move and swim about using their fins and bodies. Eat her, not me. She might be tough to chew because she's so blunt, but it's better than me. I'm on a mission. Moreover, there isn't just one, two, no, three. There are 3 of them swimming right before my eyes. Marine creatures that are much longer than the span of my 2 arms if I were to spread them wide. But how? The orca continued to swim about, unaware of my presence. No, at this rate I'll be attacked. As I realize this, I step back. However, immediately as I do so, I catch sight of the owner of that small voice. That girl is... The 3 orca are swimming around, encircling something as if it were their prey. That something at the center is a girl. A girl around the same age as me. A girl I ran into only a short while ago on the stage. Sucks to be her. Her eyes are wide and she trembles with a terrified expression. Standing stock still as her only escape route is blocked. Her mouth is flapping open and closed, as if she is having trouble breathing. As the orcas swim about, they occasionally point the tips of their noses at the girl. They probably aren't smelling her. A movement appearing to me as if they are sizing her up instead. That is so funny. I have to hurry along now. Good luck. No, I'll be a good person. I have to save her. I don't even know this girl's name. However, things are now, it seems the girl will be attacked by the orca. I push my numerous doubts aside and focus only on that fact. I want to save her. I mean, if Himino is dead, or dying, gonna die, I need a new best friend. And this girl has to be my best friend if I save her. It's the law. Thanks to those words welling up inside, I can no longer say this doesn't concern me. Moreover, if it were Himino, she would surely get involved. Even if I saved Himino after ignoring someone in trouble, she won't be happy about it. I'll save that girl. Yeah. Someone. I hear those timid words she mumbles. She just accepts it. Little by little, the 3 orcas swimming in the air seem to be tightening the circle they have made. I mean, am I a middle schooler smart enough to defeat 3 orcas? I mean, they're pretty damn smart. I don't know if I could. I have to hurry. What should I do? Wasting my doubts, I look around. Oh god, another choice? Okay, hold on. Fire extinguisher. I wonder if I can move the machines with the computer. At any rate, I have to get her away from the orca. I think fire extinguisher. That's a fire extinguisher. At the edge of the room, I discover a fire extinguisher. I can attract their attention with this. Somehow, while the orca distracted, I would need to get away. I pull a yellow pill from the fire extinguisher and point the hose at the orca. Ugh! Blind him! In time with my shot, I pull the nozzle of the fire extinguisher with everything I have. At that moment, white smoke sprays out. Hidden in the smoke, the orca's forms immediately vanish. Take this opportunity and run for it! I know, it should be like a foam, shouldn't it? This writer has never used a fire extinguisher in his life. I shout, leaving the fire extinguisher on the ground. I then run for the exit. Huh? It's only a second later that I feel something strike my back. It's so hard, it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. Pitch forward and fall. Oh, yeah. But that scream is involuntary. Little by little, the area around my neck starts to hurt. I scream once more. My breath grows light. Air is blowing out of the hole that has opened in my neck. Oh, that was fast. Why are they going for my neck all the time? My beautiful neck. After a while, my screams will not even come out anymore. An orca is right in front of me. The 3 orca have been with that girl. And one more. There's right where I had been heading. It's useless to wonder about where it came from. With the orca swimming in the air, the concept of space itself has become more than ambiguous. We're doing this thing again, huh? My body's overwhelmed with the orca's small, sharp teeth. I try to raise my voice, but I realize my mouth is full of seawater. But before I figure out what's going on, I'm in the ocean. No, I'm in the ocean again! The blood exiting from my body gradually flows upward. I'm not just in the ocean, but it seems I'm in the deep part of it. As I try to fill my chest with air, water flows into my lungs from the hole in my neck. My body will likely return to the sea. As I think this, my body, just taken on buoyancy, seems as if it belongs to someone else. Fire extinguisher sounded like the smart move. Oh? Yes, you're dead. Being too kind-hearted is mere foolishness. Well, I'm in a hurry. Oh, bitch! I have something I have to do. Bitch! Girl! Why me? Why me? I do not deserve this. I'm just being kind. I even went to Hayoshi-san to see if he's better. He bites my neck. I try to save this girl from orcas. They bite my neck. Being a good person means you get your neck ripped out. Okay. I wonder if I can move the machines with the computer. This sounds like a bad idea. It's dangerous to close the orca. That's why I can't think of a way to undo these circumstances. If I had bait, I could probably distract the orca, but I don't see anything nearby. Needless to say, the girl under attack is already playing that role. Something I can use. Hoping against hope, I place my hand on the computer console. The liquid crystals on the touch panel seem to power on, causing some sort of control screen to be displayed. This is the tunnel tank, the stage, the jellyfish booth. Aside from those, the names of various facilities in the aquarium are displayed. From this computer, I can probably access each of those facilities. However, now is not the time for that. Anything's fine, just ignore the other facilities. I touch the selection for the basement level control room. The control screen for the air, speakers, and so on is displayed. You mean, like, these weren't password protected? I can just do whatever? Okay. Sure. Time-space anomaly means passwords are gone. How much does the habitat of these orca have in common with real orca? Because I don't have the time to think it over, I decided temperature settings are the best place to start. It's ideal for humans, but it could burn the sea creatures. Oh god, I'm gonna kill some whales. PETA better not be watching. It's no use, this will make This will take too much time. The roar of the air is fierce, but there's little change in what I can feel on my skin. There has to be another way to use the Orca's environment. Sense of hearing through echolocation shit that we read about. The Orca have begun probing the girl with the tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad, I have to. Small but sharp teeth peek out from a small opening in the Orca's mouth. The tips of his teeth seem to sparkle, and my pulse quickens. There's no time left to test another method. I have to find some sort of solution within the machine right in front of me. Speaker. I discover the volume setting on the Wicklow crystal display and hazily recall something inside my mind. Sound. Ultrasonic waves. Ugh! I'm having a brain blast. Ugh, from something I read 5 minutes ago. Their sense of hearing. I remember something I saw on TV about orca and their environment. Didn't I just read about orcas and their echolocation? Dolphins, whales, and other similar species use sound for communication. The various species make noise and can comprehend that sound. These are creatures with excellent hearing. Anything's fine, just some noise. That's my only hope, I think. If I can make a loud enough sound, I can probably repel the orca. Setting aside my feelings of impatience, I set the volume as high as possible. All that's left is where the playback comes from. I wonder where the sound comes out. Huh? At that moment, chills up my spine. The girl and the 3 orca are at the periphery of my vision. Then I wonder what in the world it was that just brushed against my spine. Could it have been... Despite trying to keep it under control, my heartbeat has rapidly increased. Sweat drips down my forehead. Do not bite my neck again. There's one more orca here now, 4 in total. Where did you come from? Huh? As I realize what is happening, I suddenly feel my legs floating. Not just that, but suddenly my entire body is floating about. No, there's no way I could be floating in midair. My body has taken on buoyancy and is floating. But bitch, I was this close. Not again. Ah. I try to speak, but salty water flows into my throat. This is underwater. Without realizing it, I've ended up in the ocean. Unable to breathe, I'm suffocating. This is bad, this is bad. Not only does it seem like I will drown, but the orcas are at my back. My eyes have finally grasped their enormous stature. On the other hand, the backdrop of the basement has disappeared. The computer and machines, I can no longer see any of it. How? How? Why does this keep happening to me? It's no use. If things stay as they are, I'll be attacked. I'll become the orca's helpless prey. My hands wiggle about and seize a long, narrow pole. Ugh. As I'm prodded by the tip of the orca's nose, my body gives a violent shake. The giant orca has the intensity of a semi-truck. The force from being pushed causes the pole I grab to spin about. The orca opens his mouth right before my eyes. The fangs, which if I've only seen from this, seem very large at point-blank range. No. Pulling my body back, I begin to float slightly away from the orca. The velocity at which I'm floating backwards is so much slower than the speed of the orca's approach. As I'm trying to use the pole, I'm holding my right hand as an axis. It begins to spin. We pole dance him now, boys. Falling victim to the current created by the orca's movements, I lose hold of the pole. An orca approaches from the front, seizing me. Just as the orca's fangs graze my head, a screeching kee sound reverberates. Yeah. My body hits the hard floor with a thump. With hard, ragged gaps, I realize I can breathe. What? The seawater that once surrounded me now gone. I'm once again in the place with all the machines. As if a filter had been placed over my ears. I cannot hear clearly. Don't worry, the key! You just have tinnitus now. Strange. More importantly, that girl. There's nothing where my eyes land. Seeing that a shadow has fallen over me, I look over my shoulder. You best be thankful. You best be thankful, because last timeline, you just called me a fool for saving you. The girl from earlier is touching the machine. It seems as if she is talking, but I can't understand what she is saying because I cannot hear. As says someone has covered my ears. On top of the computer is a microphone. It spun around. It's a type that connected directly to the machine. Right, accidentally howling in the clicking sound. You make a bit of hearing. As the filter over my ears fades, I'm able to understand the girl's words. She gave me tinnitus! The clicking sound, ultrasonic waves the orca emit. Well, I don't know, volume of that sound probably repelled the orca. The illusion of being in the water is also gone. Somehow, we seem to have escaped danger. As I stand up, I start to feel relieved. Good. Don't start feeling relieved on your own. If you look at the big picture, our situation hasn't changed all that much. Huh? Mari? What did you say? Long hair and a bit shorter than I didn't realize it earlier, but she has the look of my missing little sister from behind. Her hairstyle and color are different, but something about her makes me feel nostalgic. The girl turns away from the machine and looks back at me. Her eyes are the same color as Mari's after all. If Mari had continued to grow, she would surely look like this. Yeah, just have purple hair instead of blue hair. Purple hair and pronouns instead of blue hair and pronouns. If you're going to cause a disturbance, don't involve me. Well then... Oh, wait a second. I refuse. With no concern for me, the girl begins to walk away. She must know something. My intuition tugs at me. Wiping the dust off my butt, I follow after her. It isn't that I'm trying to cause a disturbance. I truly believe this girl to be Mari, then I may have to deny what I see before me. Yeah, I should have let her die. Girl could have been orca food. She could have been the next SeaWorld casualty. And I would have laughed. I only want to speak with the girl. However, in spite of these thoughts, my words will not come out. Look, we want to speak to her, but she doesn't want to speak to us, let's be honest here. I'm searching for my little sister who went missing here 5 years ago. You look a lot like her, that's all. Is that why you saved me then? No, that's not it. It's just you were in danger, so... I don't get it. She does not give a shit. Well then, tell me what you know about this Mantan aquarium, because my little sister and my friend, Mari and Himino, I want to save them. Himino, the girl from earlier. You're able to pull yourself together then. The girl stops walking for a bit. In that moment of inaction, I'm able to reach her side with small steps. Giving me a sideways glance, the girl speaks quietly. I'll pay back my debt now. Debt? The debt I owe you for saving me? I don't see it as something you have to pay back at all. I think it is, because I don't know when either you or I will die. I will probably die soon. I have had many bad ends. I should pay it back while we're still alive. So, within this malicious Mantan aquarium, place where we're standing, I was born from an incident 5 years ago. A malicious alternate dimension existing alongside the regular one. If it weren't such a bizarre phenomenon, couldn't occur. Malicious alternate dimension? What exactly do you mean? If I could explain it, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. The girl says curly and, just like that, turns around. Her words only deepen this mystery further. This alternate dimension world could be like the parallel world Yoshi-san was talking about. Paying no heed to my being deviant thought, the girl starts walking again. Wait, at any rate, could we at least say we're trapped in this aquarium? To my knowledge, though I haven't tested that theory. I'm getting out of here together with someone precious to me, because I will save Himino. Do what you want. Don't you want to escape as well? If you do... let's go together, because I have no idea where I'd be going. Well, go together. There's no need. I don't want to run away from this place. She wants to live here. This girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving the impression that she would never accept. Breaking her pace, she walks back in the direction of the previous room. But I was planning on going this way too. The illusion of free choice. That's right, in the end, moving forward means our destinations are the same. Moving at a trot, I follow the girl. Hey, we do have water at least. There are stairs at the end of the underground passage. Climbing those stairs leads to a waiting room for staff. According to the map, it seems that this waiting room is connected to the passageway where Hiyoshi-san went crazy. However, I cannot hear any particular strange sounds. There are various things scattered about this room, and they seem to have been left this way for some time. But it doesn't appear to be in disrepair the way the stage is. Why are you following me? Because in order to find the clues to escaping this aquarium, I have to keep moving forward. That's so. By the way, can you tell me your name? If you're going to ask someone their name, you should give yours first. Right. I'm Nakanobe Mayumi. I'm usually called Mayu. How about you? There's no need for me to tell you. The girl mixes in a sigh with this brief conversation. Thinking that I'm the one who feels like sighing, somehow the conversation has come to a close. Though her attitude towards me is cold, she has shown no outright aggression, reassuring me that I'm no longer alone. She isn't actively pushing me away, she's giving me those cat vibes, so it's okay. It feels like someone was here recently. I mutter, not spotting someone's clothes and partially consumed sports drink. I'm like looking at the sports drink now, and thanks to being in Japan, which was surprisingly very hot, I thought I'd be fine with that Japan heat, but oh, their sun is fucking brutal. I did not think their sun would be that bad, but it was. And I had a lot of Pocari sweat. And that's kind of what the Pocari bottle looks like. And it is like a sports drink. It's like Propel. I drank so much of that. It was great. As if having... I don't know why it's called Pocari sweat. As if having reached the same conclusion, the girl returns my glance. In this aquarium, each room is completely different. Being completely ruined or being in use like this room. You think so too, then? She's surprisingly receptive to what I said. Look, if you're ever in Japan and need a simple sports drink, definitely check out the Pocari Sweat, because they will be in the vending machines. And the Lawsons and the 7-Elevens, they had big jugs of them. Like, funny big jugs. The girl sits down on a sofa in the staff room, motioning for me to sit opposite her. She seems to be telling me she wants to talk everything over thoroughly. It was like Coca-Cola soda size, where it's like those big jugs of like soda. They had that size. It was shocking. The phenomena of Manton Aquarium, you mentioned how every room is different. I think that each door you take is different. What exactly do you mean? I hope you'd be sharper, but you're a blockhead after all. You have also experienced opening a door to find things have changed. Am I wrong? Is that why Yoshi-san immediately went for my neck as soon as I went into the other room? Yeah, I have. Seems like hearing strange voices or having a normal person go crazy. The girl places her hand on her chin, serious expression appearing on her face. I didn't think she would listen to what I had to say at all, but apparently Manton Aquarium is an exception. You said, also, does that mean you have as well? When I entered one room, I was choked by the stench. I thought it was from the tanks not being filtered. No matter how many rooms I passed through, I realized the situation in each room was completely different. It was the same for me. Thinking I didn't completely grasp the situation, I tried going back to the way I came. When I did so, the situation was completely different the first and second time around. At first, the fish in the stinky tanks were swimming about. You get it? The stinky tanks. When you open the door, the circumstances of the room change? At the very least, the doors are the key. After hearing your story, I'm convinced. After saying this, the girl rises and adjusts the hem of her skirt. Well, I'll be off. Wait a minute. Shouldn't we share information? Like, what things are like in each area? There's no need. It changes every time you open a door. So all of our experiences up till this point are in the past. That cold attitude, the girl puts her hand on the exit door. Somehow, I feel that trying to stop this girl from going on alone is pointless. Okay, seeing as we have like a sink here, Should we, like, test the tap water? I mean, my girl's gotta be thirsty, and if... Like, I would say steal that Pocari Sweat and drink it, but... I don't know, each room is different. Maybe Hiyoshi-san put his, like, seizure spit in there, and I can't drink that or else I'll get a seizure too. And I'll start munching on necks. Salting my shoulders with the realization that I will once again be alone, I discover a book lying on the sofa. Where you're sitting just now, it's that diary. A diary? It belonged to one of the staff of Mantin Aquarium. The girl reacts with sudden interest and returns to the spot facing me. Somehow, just as the girl said, it seemed to be the diary of a Mantin Aquarium staff member. A bit larger than a paperback. It is similar to a pocket notebook. Let me see it. The girl takes the diary from my hands and opens it. I really just went, ah! This date's from 5 years ago. From 5 years ago? 5 years ago. When Mayu disappeared. I'm not Mayu, Mari. The day Mario went missing and the incident the girl mentioned occurred. Mantin Aquarium was the thing these two incidents had in common. Yeah, 5 years ago, that's how long it took to get this stream back. Oh, it's been 5 years. We've aged so much. This diary has something important written inside. This is what my intuition tells me. I want to look too. Pulling back the girl's arm as she reads the diary on her own, I force my way in so I can peek at it as well. In the beginning, I saw a simple description of this person's job. I'm interested in how the fish are cared for in the hidden workings of the aquarium, but now is not the time. The girl flips through the book looking for important information. This is what I want as well. Let's take our time going through this part. The date is one I recognize. Cold day, halfway through January. The date of my first visit to Mantin Aquarium. The day of destiny. There's been an accident. A big one. A fish in the deep sea fish booth died due to an error in the pressure control valve. And then, ensuing panic, Director Sakuragi died as problems with the machinery increased. Now, Director Sakuragi, did your spirit haunt this place so bad that it caused like an SCP anomaly to happen? And now every time you open a door in this place, it goes to a different dimension. The loan on a deep sea fish booth hasn't even been paid off yet, but tomorrow will be closed down right away. It's being called a closure, but the staff is being called together. Oh, I'm so down. I'm moving on. Okay. The girl continues flipping through the diary. Could this director's death have been the incident the girl was talking about? For some time after that entry, it seems to be just his grumblings. Evidently, the girl is skipping over these parts. It seems this employee was going through some tough times. I mean, how much do you get paid to be like an aquarium attendant? It's been 3 months to the day since we started operating with the deep sea fish booth closed down. Customer traffic has decreased, even though we do have the tunnel tank and jellyfish booth. Thanks to it being promoted as a date spot, the amount of couples coming in is increasing. Our bonuses have probably been cut, but it seems we can continue without losing any staff. Finally, an optimistic entry. 3 months since the accident. For recovery, it happened pretty fast. This is a business, it's gonna happen fast. I don't think I was as positive as he was 3 months after Mari disappeared. The girl finally begins to read on the diary. After a month passes in the diary, the speed with which she flips through the page slows down. Lately, strange rumors have begun to spread. Like that the water in the tanks turns to blood, or that director's ghost swims about. They're urban legends. I don't know who's spreading these rumors, but they seem to be popular amongst high school girls. Let me know! Thanks to that, the amount of high school girl customers is increasing. It's probably a one-time boom. Once the boom was over, there's no doubt the amount of customers will recede in contrast. They've been around for 5 years. These rumors... The girl nods at my words. She still doesn't take her eyes off the diary. Though the rumors should be fading in obscurity, they seem to be steadily increasing in their grandeur. I've been asked things by girls like, the director was killed, right? It was a murder, right? It shouldn't be happening. Well, it's fine as long as the girl is cute. Of course. It's the important part. For a second, a scowl appears on the girl's face. The staff person's candid thoughts aren't really reassuring. It would probably be impossible for anyone to remain neutral about this, so I can sympathize with the girl's sullen expression. Even amongst the staff here, rumors have begun to spread. Even those who are decent adults are keeping them alive. I want Kozuki to stop with the "there's so many fishy things about the accident in the deep-sea fish booth" and playing detective. The girl pauses briefly as she thinks something over, but when she realizes I'm looking at her, she flips the page noisily. That Kozuki. He's been out there for 3 days now. He's pushed his luck too far by encouraging these rumors. It doesn't seem to be just someone skipping work. The girl's puzzled expression gives a hint of something more. That guy. Ever since he came back, he's gotten weird. How are the fish? How is the ghost? I'm the only one that's actually listening to him. From here, the writing gets messy. It does. Don't play around. Stop messing with me. What's going on? Kozuki drowned to death in one of the tanks. And thought he'd been going too far with these rumors, but he was a good guy. Everyone else has started calling it a curse. What's going on, damn it? Again, someone died in Manton Aquarium? They're doing pretty damn good at covering up these deaths and disappearances, apparently. It was a person who was active in spreading the urban legends. I thought the rumors would become easier to swallow. Children and adults. Something is weird. Lately, deaths amongst the creatures we have on display have increased. After all our work to recover, management is hitting a slump again. The weird rumors aren't going away either. Why can't I see the ghost of a girl inside the aquarium? It's over the top. I don't get any of it. The two of us continue to read intently. Lately, I've seen fish everywhere. As if seeking prey. I have a voracious appetite. Come to think of it, I've started to think that rumor in particular might be true. I feel like this is Hiyoshi-san's diary, honestly. After the closing of the exhibit, I've seen a girl with long hair. Even though it's June, she's wearing winter clothes. There's no doubt about that. Guy with the aquarium sees fish everywhere. No way! I just love the idea that they're really covering up like all these deaths. I mean, I guess feed them to the fishes. They're already in the tanks. What? Without my noticing, that word slips out. No, it's wrong. Denial appears in my mind. The girl notices that I've fallen into a strange state. She curtly says, concentrate. Either way, I'm already concentrating. I take a deep breath and steady my breathing, squinting to follow the words of the diary. I've gone crazy, or so many of them say. What's crazy about me? I haven't the slightest idea. This is an aquarium. So it should be weird that there's fish everywhere. Look, even as I read this, they swim around me. There's a clownfish. This is probably the same phenomenon as I experienced. Yeah. There's fish swimming about, even in places with no water. It has to be connected to the phenomenon in the underground control room. Even with this girl and I having experienced being attacked ourselves, it feels like I'm still resisting this for some reason. Lately, I feel like I'm going to drown. I wonder if my body is weakening. Nevertheless, everyone is so cruel. Even if I were to start drowning in this room, no one would help me. I mean, you're right. This guy agrees with you. Drowning with no water there? That's how I've died in many routes. Yes, same phenomenon. Right, this room, maybe. The room we're in right now. The staff room. I want to go ahead and quit. I'm at my limits. Fish are swimming around everywhere. No matter where I go, I feel like I'm drowning. No matter what, no one believes me. Ever since Kozuki died, I'm miserable. Next entry's the last. Just do what Kozuki did. Feed yourself to the fishes. They'll love it. Yeah, let's take a look. I wonder if my past life was a fish. Recently, I feel no resistance in the water. Wonder what that means. Who knows? Join the fish. Just join the fish. The girl closes the diary and places it on the table with a dull thud. The last entry in the diary was July 10th, around the same time of the year as now. I wonder, what could have happened to the staff member after that? As somehow know the answer. Surely he meant the same end as the one called Kozuki. As I mull over my doubts, I notice a half-full plastic bottle on the table. That has to be Pocari Sweats. That has to be. You can kind of see, like, the sweat part. This juice. Yeah, juice. The expiration date on it is from 4 years ago. There's a calendar on the other side, but it's also from 4 years ago. And I thought this room to scene had been recently in use, but it's maintained an aquarium for 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Yes. Prices in the pamphlet left here are also 200 yen cheaper than they are now. So there's no doubt about it. I mean, in Japan, everything was fucking cheap as an American. Like, I bought so much stuff, and I'm like, I did not actually use that much money. Literally, at a restaurant, I ordered food that was like $2. And that was good enough for me. It was just rice and fried chicken for like $2. Like, insane. Despite my lingering doubts, I believe what she says. Up to this point, I've seen time passing in a weird fashion here many times. Rather than being in awe of the fact that we're in the Manton Aquarium long ago, I'm more caught up in the realization of how many years have passed. Once, 4 years ago, Manton Aquarium closed down for about half a year. It's right around July. Sure, that was when this employee died. I had no idea. Well, no shit, you were still grieving. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. There are other things for people to do for fun. Anyway, the current urban legends about Manton Aquarium probably came from this period, and they aren't merely rumors. You're saying there could be others that wound up in similar circumstances to ours? Yes. Moreover, there may be someone who got out of this Manton Aquarium. There has to be a clue somewhere after all. This diary hints at that. However, this diary holds one more possibility. A 3-day absence from work. After that disappearance, a person called Kozuki had an accident and died. Oh, this is like the tall grass from Stephen King. The dead do not move. Kozuki had returned to the real world, but was unable to live on peacefully. There's a stinging sensation inside of me. The reason we came to the Manton Aquarium was because of Himeno's ghost story. Couldn't that have also been someone who returned from Manton Aquarium? The story's content was different, but the result was the same. Full moon and red water could be considered a dramatization of an urban legend. There's something that's bothering me. It's a ghost story I heard from Himeno. Ghost story? Having caught the girl's attention, I tell her story as we sit. I forget some of the finer details and mix up the order, but I give her the same general story. You heard the story from that girl Himeno? You don't know any more details. That's all I heard. Himeno insisted it was a rumor, so she probably doesn't know any further details either. I see. By chance, have you heard that story as well? Some time passes, but the girl still doesn't say anything else on the subject. The girl's expression seems a little different than it has up until now, but I cannot get a deeper read on it. Not allowing the silence to continue much longer, the girl speaks without looking at me. The heat about it won't do any good. Well, I'm going. She's like, okay. Oh, wait, didn't I tell you? I have no desire to run from Manton Aquarium. I'm just gonna live here. The girl says this over her shoulder, pointing her hand on the door to the staff room. According to the map, the side the girl exit from leads to the gate. The girl, having turned down my request for company, I see that she's no longer going to stop to help me, so I don't try to make her. And now, I am alone, once again. This room has neither sound of machines nor that of ventilation fans, so I can hear the beating of my timid little heart. My timid little heart. I remember another rumor the staff member wrote in the diary. A girl with long hair and winter clothes. The girl was referred to as a ghost. She wasn't in the story Himeno told. Cousins, Mari, my sister. It's gonna be some like weird dimension time loop thing where Mari like saw me here like currently, but it's in the past too, and so she went in deeper and got lost with me. What it may have hinted at was that Mari had already become a ghost. So the more that had appeared before me was... One part of me agrees with that thinking, but another part of me rejects it. I'm torn between the two, and the inside of my eyes grows hot. But there's no use in thinking about it. I have to move forward. If I falter, nothing will change, right? I'm alone again. But it isn't as if I don't know anything. It isn't as if I can't do anything. So, I can't say both. I have to pick. Save Himino. Fuck Mari. She's having fun as a ghost in an aquarium. She's having a good time. That's right. I will save Himino. I won't just say that she can probably be saved. Within this aquarium, I have to be determined. That girl had steeled herself, because she had no doubt she seemed strong. I'll move on. Saying this, I reached for the door of the staff room. And then Hiyoshi-san bites my neck out because that was the wrong choice. That was definitely the first time we switched seats in 7th grade. The heartfelt flashback. Okay, who will I sit next to? Akabi-san, was it? It's Nakanobe. When I first entered junior high, I didn't really make an effort to talk to any of my classmates, so I had no friends. I mean, this is kind of just how introverts are adopted. The extroverts come in and just take them. Even now, I have anxiety about talking to people I don't know, but it pales in comparison to the way I was the year before last. During free time, I would read books in a corner of the classroom. During lunchtime, I would slowly eat my lunch alone. That was how it was every day. I knew how to keep myself occupied. Sorry. By the way, Nakanobi-san, do you have low blood pressure? No, not really. Well, I'm your neighbor now, so let's get to know each other. Himino was the last one in the row closest to the window, and I was next to her. We are main character, we have to be next to the window. Himino ended up with no one else to talk to, so she did all she could to talk to me. Or at least that's how I saw it. Ah, Mayu, your lunch is ground steak with cheese inside. I just love it. Let me have a little. My side dish. Okay, I'll give you the pork and my yakisoba bread. Mayu? No thanks. Jeez, quit being so picky, Mayu. Mayu? Yeah, Mayu. You're Mayumi-chan, right? So I thought I should call you Mayu. You remember my name? This exchange took place 2 days after our seats changed. I still hadn't opened up my heart to Himino. Undaunted by my curt manner, Himino would do things like reach for my boxed lunch. Up to that point, I had never told her my first name, but Himino called me Mayu. After that day, something changed. I would initiate a conversation with Himino, and even after that semester and the next seat change, Himino would bring her lunch over and eat with me at my desk. Before I realized it, Himino and I had become friends. The first time Himino and I had ever argued was in the summer. Should we see a documentary or a horror movie? It was a trivial matter, but was important to us. After that, Himino and I fought numerous times, but we made up just as many. Every time it rains, the ground hardens. Himino, I muttered to myself. Even with today's argument, we made up. She made up on her deathbed. There was nothing else more important than Tamagawa Himino, my one and only best friend. My best friend. Yes, that's right. No matter what, I will protect her. I can barely protect myself. I don't know about protecting Himino. Like, if I remember counting them all, I think I had like 6 bad ends. After I leave the staff room and walk for a bit, the entrance gate appears in my line of sight. This is... I exit into a different place from the staff passageway I entered, with Hiyoshi-san. This aquarium has more back passages than I thought. Thinking it over, I've almost walked the entire aquarium. The only places I haven't visited are places for authorized personnel only. In the closed-off deep sea fish booth. The deeply cursed deep fish booth. Death is around that booth. Diagonally across from this area is apparently an authorized personnel only space. The director's office. Reachable by going beyond the Fish of the World booth. There's a map for authorized personnel to use hanging on the door to the staff room. If I head out from the tunnel tank, I can make something of a shortcut, but I'm still afraid of the flying cutlass fish. Going through the door will probably cause the state of things to change. I can't handle things getting as bad as the tank breaking or something like that again. If that's the case, I'll have to go by the jellyfish booth. Cause that went so well before. That room, even the glass is broken, I know I can deal with it. If I walk carefully, I won't fall. Can't just loaf around here. Closing up the map and starting to walk, the gate to Manton Aquarium appears in my line of sight. I wonder if I can get out this way. The question born from within me has a simple solution. That girl had said this aquarium was isolated in a different dimension, but she had also said she had not tested that idea. I think I should try tossing something in, so I roll a bucket that had been knocked over. The bucket passes through the gate. At the very center of the gate, it disappears. It vanished. From here, I can see the Manton East building elevator. There might be some value in using my own body to test it. Oh, this can... Yes. Yes. Yes, that will go so well. I prepared myself, then pushed the door to the automatic turnstile with my hands. Where are we going? What? For some time, my consciousness feels like it's gotten hazy. When my head clears, I can hear the sound of chatter. Should I be... Yeah, like, holy shit, you made it out? What's wrong? This is Manton Aquarium, isn't it? Yes, that's right. You can purchase tickets over there. Noticing that I look disoriented, a woman speaks to me in a kind voice. Her uniform is the same, but her manner is quite different from Sakanuma Sans. It's kind. Could it be... I have no room for any doubts. Numerous people are entering and exiting through the gate. I can't hear any screams either. I was able to get back? But I have no time for relief. There's some problems that remain unsolved. Yeah, like, am I in the right time? Check the prices. I'd like a return ticket, please? I hold up my ticket and complete the re-entry procedure. I pass through the gate and find only customers having their fill of the aquarium. The Fish of Tokyo Bay booth is exactly the same as it was before. A neutral ending. I made it out and rescued no one else. I am able to pass through the tunnel like normally. There's no danger of anything like the flying cutlass fish. In the Fish of the World booth, there are tons of brightly colored fish. There are no mummified dead bodies or fragments of destruction. The jellyfish booth is as pretty as ever. However, with no phenomena taking place, this only causes my unease to grow. I can't get back. The fact that came back, but now can't return is quite a contradiction. But that's the way it is after all. I want to return to that Manton Aquarium that is full of phenomena. A different dimension, side-by-side worlds, parallel worlds. Wherever they really are is irrelevant. I just need to return to Himino's side. A monkey paw curl. What do I do? I run through the entire aquarium once, even so nothing happens. That Manton Aquarium with the heavy atmosphere, it's gone away somewhere. Big sister? Mari? I'm aware that's an auditory hallucination. I just wish that she could hear me. After that, I search for Himino until the building closes. But with a staff member hanging around me and urging me to go home, I am finally forced out. Slapping my shoulders, I tell the police what happened. And they're gonna be like, Himino? Who's Himino? 5 days ago, Himino's parents filed a missing persons report. Despite my frantic feelings, no news comes out about Himino. Ah, a clownfish. On my end, I haven't had any major accidents. Oh no, I have hallucinations now. In regards to myself, even outside the aquarium, I've begun to see fish. I trip over things that aren't there. I start to feel like I'm going to drown. Mom and everyone else are worried about me. For the past 3 days, it's been getting hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe. Finally, 1 week later, I'm in a bed. I was like, they hooked me up to a ventilator. Yes, I've been admitted to a hospital near Manton. While the cause is unknown, my lungs seem to be failing. Now I can't breathe without a machine to assist me. I was right. I wonder how long I'll be hospitalized. As much as I love reading, I've grown tired of even that. From the hospital window, I can see the top of Mantan's building. Camino. Even though I want to speak her name, my voice won't come out. Okay, I'm stuck in a hospital bed right now, right? I just need Saya to come and save me. Hole in the throat again? She is talking about her trachea. Maybe put a tube through my throat. My trachea is just too weak for it. If I can, I want to eat ice cream once more. My beloved cookies and cream with my beloved Himino. The future of the reckless. I'm getting all of the endings. Hell yeah. They're all bad, but I'm getting all of them. Stop taking me back. No, I should stop. Tests haven't gone well. It still isn't a guarantee that I can get back to the Mantan Aquarium where phenomena are happening. Even if I succeed, I'll be separated from him, you know. But I'll definitely get home. I mutter to myself. It's strange since it's as if I'm talking to the entrance gate, but it's a declaration of a resolve. That does make me curious. Like, how often do the doors, like, rotate between dimensions? Like, did that bucket vanish and it went out to, like, the normal Mantan and someone, like, tripped over it? They're just like, how'd this bucket get out here? And they just fell on their ass and had to sue the company. As I move forward, I swat the souvenir shop. It makes sense as I'm going back the way I came, but it gives me mixed feelings. Oh, hey! Hey, bitch. Huh? It is there that I witnessed an unexpected sight. The girl from earlier standing in front of the souvenir shop, apparently lost in thought. You. So the coordinates where the doorways lead has to be fixed by someone. Otherwise, there would be no way you would have come across me being attacked by the orca in the machine room. I don't really get what the girl, who's reassuring herself, is saying, so I changed the subject. What's wrong? Did something happen at the souvenir shop? Just now. It's like someone went inside. Someone? I don't know. It's just as they went in. But thanks to whoever it was, the coordinates are fixed on a safe place. Could have been Mari. You're missing a little sister, right? I'm sorry, but no. It was definitely an adult. Yoshi-san? Or it's a SAG lady. Glance over the entrance to the souvenir shop. As I peer through the semi-transparent wall, there are no human shadows. Still, if the person she saw walk through a door and move to different coordinates, it would be strange for there to be no one in there. The girl said it was an adult. Could it have been? Could it be Hiyoshi-san? Hiyoshi? Who's that? Someone who saved me when I was caught up in danger of the Mantan Aquarium. He went crazy in a staff passageway and I moved ahead on my own. After I explain as simply as possible what happened back then, the girl just nods and says, understandable. Well, he might have regained his sanity and found an exit. Or he might be running around, still crazy. Whichever it is, I think it's worth checking out. Yoshi-san seems like he knew things about Mantan Aquarium. One more time! Get my throat ripped out one more time! Yay! Well, why don't you go? I'll be waiting here. Huh? Are you coming with me? Got all the way to my throat before I gulped it back down. Either way, if he's not here, we may not be able to go through the door and return to this safe place. Right. I don't know this Yoshi-san's face, so it's better for you to go. Come back in 5 minutes. You don't? You leave me? Of course. Two of us both dying or getting here would just be stupid. I mean... true. Got it. Oh, you're so sincere. I don't think you're mistaken in what you said. Well, I'll wait for you without worry. Okay. I'm bonding with you. Third fake sister. Finally, I opened the door to the souvenir shop. The door closes on its own. Not that I even tried to leave it open. Thinking back on it, no matter what room I entered, the door always shut on its own. The lights aren't on, but I can still see where I'm going by the light shining through the semi-transparent wall. The only thing I can't see is the girl. The scenery visible from this room seems to reflect the time distortion affecting this room as well. But the fact that I've become this used to these strange phenomena is a little weird, even to me. The souvenir shop hasn't changed that much from how I remember it. Numerous shelves are arranged so that the purpose of each is visible. There are some for confectionaries, stationery, and stuffed animals. The keychains and cell phone straps are in a place that stands out. Since I can't find any calendars or magazines, I don't know how many years ago from now this is. Inside the glass balls on the shelves are specimens of shrimp and jellyfish. Their price is high. Maybe this is the present? I don't know why, it's just really funny to me. I thought you go to a souvenir shop and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get him a little shrimp in a little glass ball. As if this isn't Japan where they eat shrimp like all the time. As one might expect, there's no sign of a shopkeeper. Oh, I honestly can't judge. I love shrimps so much. I don't know how it would feel if someone was like, I went to this gift shop at an aquarium and got you this shrimp in a glass ball. But I mean, I do be loving shrimp. I walked the perimeter of the store in a semicircle. I studied the room carefully but find nothing. I would love that. You just get a little shrimp in the ball, you just shake it, make it move around in there. There are so many things that catch my interest, but I can't seem to get interested in picking them up and looking them over closely. That crystal-like necklace. The seal stuffed animal. Right now, I have no interest in orca jellyfish merchandise. Now I know how a dog being made to wait for a treat feels. I should check over here as well. I'll go behind the cash register counter, where I normally wouldn't be allowed to look. Is this the staff's? It's what you would call a back room. There are boxes full of products, a safe, and even employee uniforms. It looks similar to the staff room where the girl and I saw the diary. Only this room is more narrow. Inside the back room, I find a door. Since this is a place for bringing in merchandise, it makes sense that there would be a passageway connecting it to somewhere else. I reach out to see for myself, but it's locked. No good, huh? I mean, see now this place has changed every time you go through a door. I would not go through another door as soon as I already entered another area. As I turn back, thinking that this has been fruitless, I find something. A lanyard with an ID card. It's been thrown on the ground, so I pick it up and take a closer look. I strain my eyes in the darkness. It bears the name Yoshi Kenji. It's Hiyoshi-san. This is Hiyoshi-san's. It's the same as employee ID card that Hiyoshi-san had before we entered Mantan Aquarium. There's no picture on it, so it's just words, but I remember it. The card is spotless. Unexpectedly, he's showing some propriety. So Hiyoshi-san has been here. Does that mean the one the girl saw was him? Could it be that he headed for somewhere else from this room? But was able to lock the door. When I entered the souvenir shop, he was already on his way out. I only came after he had locked the door. I had just missed him. I don't think there's anything else important here. I'll go back and tell the girl. I say that just as I realized it's almost been 5 minutes. I'm glad this is a safe place. As if in reaction to the fact I'm leaving, the sound of a dull thunk echoes. Yeah, that wasn't really a thing. That was a... I let out a small scream. The sound is that of something falling. Even in the gloom, I can make out the outline of what fell. Toad! What? It's just a frog. Just a frog. You know that shit's gotta be poisonous. Have you seen how this aquarium acts? Not what? There shouldn't be frogs in the souvenir shop. The proof of its identity in the shiny exterior that doesn't belong to an ornament or a toy. It's a large toad. I think that it's appropriately named Giant Toad. The reason I know about it is because a TV show was talking about it recently. The story was about how, in Australia, the toad had been imported for the pest control, but before they realized it, its population had increased and it was disrupting the ecosystem. Funny they bring that up because our tour people, because we went on a tour group, there were a good chunk of Australians there. And one guy that my parents got close to and that we hung out with a bit, it was his birthday, so he wore a big King Toad hat and talking about these big toads. Characteristic of the species is a gland on the back of its head that looks like a wart, from which it seems they can eject venom. Yep, of course the fucking venom. Girl, get out. This venom was cited as the cause for alligators and other native species being killed. Okay, speaking of their alligators, because those two like to travel a lot, but they showed us this like beach area that tourists like to go to. They showed us a net for when the tide comes in. Holy shit. Their gators are something else. The net was like 2 people tall, like 2 grown men tall. Absolutely insane gators. That's right, poison. But bad luck. I think as I clench my fist. But it's only one. Put a little more space than necessary between us in order to avoid the giant toad. That way, even if there's another lurking nearby, I should be okay. Unless you step on one as you back up. The shells become a wall for me. Even though frogs have the ability to jump, they shouldn't reach that height. It's really loud for being one toad, making a gwaw sound rather than the normal croak. Gwaw, gwaw, gwaw. Although it's poisonous, hearing its cry in a safe place like this makes me think of it as a cute. I just love some of these spelling errors. As a cute. So you think of it as cute. Even though I think that can't be careless. Plopping out resonates once more. The toad cries out, going from a death rattle-like sound to thin breathing. Then finally a pause. It soon resumes with an even lower voice than before. What? What? I take a look at where the toad was. It is nothing less than ghastly. The toad had been crushed by another frog that has fallen from the ceiling. Its 4 legs are widespread, its internal organs leaking from its abdomen due to the fall. But that isn't all. The second frog has the white striped pattern characteristic of a certain type, but I don't know its name. Most likely poisonous, get away. When the other frog fell on the giant toad, it stimulated the gland, so naturally the poison leaked out the edge of the right foot. Its toes had begun melting. Frog on frog violence. Melting. Girl, get away. No way. The frog's poison is an acid. If paralyzed or acts as a neurotoxin. If it gets in your eyes, you can lose your eyesight. But basically, it's for catching prey by poisoning it to death. This poison is different and more brutal. Mantan God is just gonna rain down even more deadly frogs as this goes on. As long as we stay here, more deadly frogs will just keep plopping down. However, the second frog is even more menacing. As if taking vengeance for the right leg it lost to the poison, it secretes its own venom. The toad's corpse puts up no resistance, its body steadily melting away. I pinch my nose at the mixed stench of the dead body and the acid. Even as the spine grows cold, the room steadily becomes humid. Most likely due to the breath of the living creatures in the room. Bitch, leave! The sight of the frog melting away from the poison enough to cause a bile to rise up in me for a moment. I didn't throw up during that fish. I can do it now. And that will give me the good ending. But there's no way I can look away from it. Beyond the fact that I don't know what's going to happen next, I have to pay attention as I head for the exit. I look up at the ceiling, but there's no sign that I'm being followed by any frogs. It's as if they fell from nowhere. If one falls on me, it means this place isn't safe anymore. I speed up as I head for the exit. The reason I don't break into a full run is because I know I might trip or fall at a time like this. Plop, plop, plop. A nearby sound fills me with fear and despair. No! Frogs fall right in front of me. The plagues are happening in this room. 3, 4. It becomes difficult to count them. Just as I panic and attempt to turn back, I hear noises from behind me. They begin to speak in unison. The frogs are actually singing in a round, but I hate that they sound so joyful. Hearing the frogs croak on either side of me leaves me with nothing but fear. If I step on one of them, the poison will probably dissolve my foot. That being said, there isn't enough room to leap over them. If I do, one of them may jump up and touch me. As if preparing to attack me while I'm off ground, the numbers increase even further. Crowded into such a small space, they are melting each other's bodies with their poison. I avert my eyes from the damaged frogs. As the danger increases, not a tragedy I can continue to watch. This has truly become frog-on-frog violence. Like, look at that top one. He just put his foot right into that one frog. As the amount of bodily fluids on the floor increases, the frogs who step in the puddles of poison have their toes melted off. Then they secrete their own fluids, and the cycle repeats. On top of that, there are those whose bodies are melted by their own poison as well. Dumb-ass frogs. Somehow suppressing whatever is welling up inside me, I finalize my plan. Over here. I pull some merchandise off the shelf with my hand and make some space. The original 2 are still left, but it's better than being surrounded. I step out onto the floor and leave the shelf. To keep them from reproducing anymore, quickly. No! Oh my god, girl, leave! As if they have been lying in wait, numerous frogs fall from every which way. They are small creatures with shrill voices, red, yellow, and green, and striped and varied. The intense amount of color saturation is making me feel sick. That means they're very poisonous. You should have not worn those stupid-ass open-toed boots. Those boots piss me off and they're gonna be the death of me. I know this variety of frog well. Among poisonous frogs, it's the most infamous type. Sure. Poison dart frog. Yep, poison dart frog. Even under normal circumstances, it carries deadly poison, stronger than that used in blow darts. If the strength of that poison had been taken to intense levels like the other creatures here, you'd probably instantaneously melt even my bones. What should I do? There's still distance between the door and I. 3 steps. No matter what, I can't take those 3 steps. There's nowhere for my feet to land. Shouldn't have worn the stupid boots. I hate those boots. The floor is covered in the squishy bodies of the frogs and their acidic poisonous fluids, as well as the corpses of those frogs that had melted themselves. Not knowing where they're coming from, there's nothing I can do. Even the sweat falling from my forehead seems like venom to me, as if in some kind of illusion. I don't want to see it, as if nothing else can be done, but... You're slow. A light suddenly shines through the darkness. Soft breeze blowing in through the crack returns to me to my senses. Save me, girl! Cover your eyes. Oh, she can use the fire extinguisher, but when I use it on orcas, it doesn't work. Immediately after saying this, the girl pulls the pin from the fire extinguisher she's holding. The entire inside of the souvenir shop is filled with the smoke from the fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. But now we can't jump over the frogs. And girl's like, what do you mean we? I can see what's going on. This isn't all. What do you mean this isn't all? I wasn't in sync with the girl's words. The sprinklers activate. A large amount of water immediately sprays us, an amount greater than the strongest rain striking my body. Go. When I open my eyes, the girl reaches out her hand with a firm expression. While the water's running, if you get hit with a little venom, it'll wash right off. Don't be afraid, just run for it. If you fall, you'll die. Look, that happened. I fell before in the jellyfish tank. The floor is soaked. I might slip. At that moment, I falter and... Oh. Jellyfish moment. Good. It worked so well the first time. Go straight through. Got it. I have no time for doubt. I run for it through the rain from the sprinklers. Ah. I try to run without looking at my feet. The sensation of squishing his slippery meat continues. The liquid that gets scattered about with the squirting sound is washed off in the rain. Just 3 steps. Just a moment. Her dumbass gonna slip. Oh, no. She did it. Ah. Idiot. I mean, you're right. With one last step, I stumble. The girl grabs me with her extended hand and pulls me out. I collapse, but it's outside of the souvenir shop. The door's already closed. There are no frogs anywhere. Thank you. It's already been more than 5 minutes, so why? To catch my breath, I express my thanks to the girl. I just remembered that I owe you a debt. You are kind. I might have misjudged you a bit. Well, debt is paid now. You didn't misjudge me. If you had hesitated any further, I would have closed the door. But you believed me, right? If I could do it? You're going to drive me nuts, so stop it with that stuff. Expressionlessly, the girl says this in a flat tone. Hold on to this gentle feeling. I prepare to move on. Speaking honestly, I want to rest here like this. My clothes are soaked, and I've used up a lot of my strength. However, it feels like if I were to really relax, I might never give up again. If I don't keep my momentum, I can save Camino. I'm able to gain some relief from resting against the wall. The girl who rests me seems to be resting just like I am. Huh? This gotcha is... As we were resting against the wall, I realized that the type of gotcha situation from the souvenir shop has changed. How ironic. 5 years ago. What do you mean? You said it yourself that your sister went missing 5 years ago? You remembered. Of course. Beside the gotcha machines, there are many kind of keychains, but they all have charms with various creatures attached to the droplets. The link between Mari and I, now the item of my memory is that links Himino and I as well. My little sister, her name is Mari. I didn't ask. You see, she's like, shut up, I do not want to get close to you. You see, 5 years ago we had an argument over keychains. Mari wanted my jellyfish one, but I wouldn't trade with her. She disappeared, sulking. Still didn't ask. I have this one. I take the keychain that I received from Himino out of my pocket. So one of the starfish attached to the droplet. Huh? As I did a switch. As I hold out to the girl, I realize there's something attached to the back. Huh? Picture painted on a sticker. It's a pretty old sticker at that. A small girl and a man embracing her. 2 of them are smiling and seem to be having a lot of fun. The man who is wearing a suit seems quite serious. It's probably her father. The words "Maintain Aquaria" brought along the picture's border. The souvenir shop had a sticker photo booth, so I'm sure they took this picture here. No wonder she wants to live here with her dead ghost father. More than anything else, I'm disturbed by the fact that the girl in the picture looks like Mari. That does not look like Mari. Mari has blue hair. It's not just her face, but her long hair. That smile, too. As her big sister, this girl seems like she could be Mari's twin. Hey, that's... Going to the keychain, girl speaks. My consciousness is yanked back from my memories. What is it? As the girl, she shows interest in the keychain. But I received no response. Bitch, do you have eyeballs? Her averted eyes tell me nothing. Your little sister, she went missing here, right? Huh? Yeah. The girl suddenly changed the subject back, leaving me a bit flustered. She doesn't press any further with questions. It's the same girl with my dad. Huh? But in my case, I know he's dead rather than missing. So it's different. I know he was murdered. Your father was murdered? Can't grasp the detached way the girl is speaking. She's talking about her own family matter, but the girl's completely apathetic. She has the calm of someone reading a newspaper article out loud. Well, I'm going now. But... I haven't heard all of the girl's story yet. If things get like they were before, it would be better if there are 2 of us. The words won't come out right, but the state of panic I'm in should be enough to express what I want to say. However, the girl stands her ground to the end. When I'm with you, you hold me back. Hold you back? What do you mean? Well, what do you think? You stayed in the frog jail forever. If dying is what it takes for me to learn the truth, then that's fine. You could never resolve yourself to that. Fine with dying? You can't let yourself die? Shut up. Shut up. You're awful. You have that friend Himino, right? You die, what happens to her? I have no idea whether or not this is her way of trying to encourage me. However, I understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to say that each of us is on our own. Let's become friends. That way you can't say so easily that you're fine with dying, right? That part of you is exactly what I mean when I say you said you'd hold me back. Without answering my question, the girl pushes me away. Swiftly turning her back on me, the girl walks on ahead. What should I have done? I stay where I am until the girl's back becomes so small I can no longer see it. This is so sad, sleepy kitties. I gain so many friends and then I lose them so quickly. I pass in front of the souvenir shop, then ended up standing in front of the door to the jellyfish booth. I wonder if the girl's already gone. If she ended up in a safe place, she probably already passed through it. Nothing happens. It takes less than a minute to pass through the jellyfish booth. By any chance she's still there, we'll surely just meet in passing. The girl is determined to take a different path than I. I wonder what will happen to me. I may return to a point before the tank glass ruptured, or I may end up in the jellyfish booth sometime after the tank glass ruptured. I'll never know if I don't try going in. I become cautious. Slowly, I open the door. Huh? At that moment, the air becomes shaky. Oh, it's filled with hyper-realistic blood. What is this? It's different. The field of view before me becomes red, and the air becomes so cold it could freeze. This is no longer a matter of dimensions, of wondering what time period this is. Something is different. This jellyfish booth is distinctly a different place from the aquarium. All the water in the tanks, it's red. In the jellyfish booth I know, the transparent jellyfish are illuminated by various colors of lighting. The reds and purples are usually a pretty sight, but this place is different. All the pillar-shaped tanks are bright red. It's a repulsive sight, as if all of the water has been replaced with blood. I'm glowing red. I have to go. A bit confused, I take a step forward. Despite the fact that the floor at my feet should be solid, I stagger. My sense of equilibrium is off. I proceed 1, then 2 steps. At that point, I start to feel like I might fall. Even so, I head further inside. If I can pass through another door, I should be able to escape this bizarre phenomenon. No matter what, I have to hurry. Ah! Suddenly, I stumble and place my hand on the pillar tank. The temperature of the tank is slightly warmer than that of the cold air. Oh boy, what's in there? Huh? Just as I am about to move forward using the tank to support myself, I peer into the red water. Where there should be jellyfish floating about, there's something completely different. Dead body? Hmm? What? Steam is telling me I've gathered 25% of, like, the cutscenes. No! I'm unable to stop the scream that bursts from my mouth. Unbelievable sight stops me in my tracks. A face. A face. Yeah. Human faces float about. Whatever is below the neck appears as if it's been assimilated into the blood, blending with the contents of the tank. It's not just one of them. Just as with the previous jellyfish booth, there are more and more and more. I wobble and break away from the tank, landing on my backside. I don't know whose face it is. It's not as if it would be someone I know. Could be Himino. But no matter which face it is, they all seem to be staring at me. Here in the heart of the jellyfish booth. Taking a step back, I see that all the tanks have human faces floating inside them. They have some differences, such as some faces being blanks, some having their eyes bulging out open, and some have bloodshot eyes, but they are all looking at me. What is this? That face over there, that face over there's nose is twitching. This face's lips are trembling in. Way over there, that one has a crease in its brow. But my heart beats faster. Leave! Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. In rhythm with my heartbeat, I experience a hallucination that the face tanks are drawing closer. No, this is... What? Oh no! No, it isn't a hallucination. I'm certain that all these faces are getting closer to me. The fact they are getting larger serves as proof. The boundary between the tanks and the air is gradually being removed. This room is becoming all water. The faces are swimming in that water, drawing closer to me. As the faces draw closer, the sound within the water grows louder. Rather than someone's laughter, it's the sound of someone sobbing that grows louder instead. Either way, it's the same to me. Running away at my mental state. Stop it! A voice unfamiliar to me is sneering at me. Little by little, these unfamiliar faces are closing in on me. Before I realize it, my feet can no longer confirm whether the floor is there or not. Run! I have to go. So I put all my strength into my knees. I've already learned that time is of the essence. I have to take some sort of action. Should I use force? Should I steady myself to move easier? If this is the issue, then the white came is just a bit closer. Let's go back then. At any rate, I should pull back and get into a good position. I should open and close the door numerous times in order to create a safer environment. My feet unsteady, I swiftly dodge and retrace my steps. One step at a time, feeling as if I'm walking on bubbles. I inch with certainty closer to the door. Alright. Finally, I succeed in reaching for the door. Just like this, I throw open the door right away. Huh? At that moment, I am swallowed up in darkness. Whether there's darkness or water, at any rate, there's definitely no light. Plop. Something touches my back with a wet sensation. They keep coming for my neck. Before long, it spreads throughout my body. Not again! What? Without thinking, I spin around. Before me are a large number of fish. They say that fish with human faces swim about. I'm reminded of Himeno's words. That's right, human-faced fish. Just like the faces I saw at the jellyfish booth. These are attached to the fish approaching me. I'm an idiot. If I go through the door, the time axis will change. If I do that, the way I came also changes. I have no idea whether or not it will be safe. Regardless, to avoid the immediate terror, I vigorously leap forward. The fish are biting off my clothes. Oh, they are, huh? They're fish. Yes, fish. No matter how much their white teeth are like humans, no matter how much their teeth are arranged like humans, they're all fish. So, it'll be fine. Before I realize that the clothes enveloping me are disappearing. Oh. Blood leaks from the places I've been bitten by those large teeth. Look, red water. The blood flowing from my body mixes with the red ocean. And then they become one. Me in this bright red world. What a quick death. I mean, I knew that was gonna kill me. I kind of assumed that was like way too easy. Coward's End. As per usual, all my bad ends. I make great choices. Move on. My resolution can no longer be shaken. If I go back, I don't know if it will be safe. In that case, I'll have to choose the way with an even small chance. Unable to tell whether I'm floating or standing, I frantically move my arms and legs. The faces are closing in, but even as I look up, I'm not afraid. Persuading myself, I move forward a bit. Even if there's no feeling left in my legs, I get the feeling that I actually am drawing closer to the door. Just a little more. Oh no, they're being released! Suddenly a loud sound interrupts my movements. That sound is familiar to me. It's a sound I've heard in this jellyfish booth before. The sound of the glass breaking resonates from behind me. Still, I won't give up. I refuse to turn around. If I were to see something bad right now, this time my heart may really break. In that case, it may be better for me not to know. Hee 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 hee. On the heels of that thought, various voices, all laughing and crying, begin to resonate behind me. They're probably the voices of those faces floating in the blood. The voices are steadily drawn near, finally closing in on me. Fish with human faces. They say that fish with human faces swim about. It reminds me of an urban legend Himino talked about. However, I don't have time to be in shock over a rumor so true. I won't falter. Human faces and shards of glass are passing by the edge of my field of vision. Occasionally they touch my cheek or forehead, but I move forward. I dress as if I move along, grabbing the door with a clack. I encourage myself out loud so I don't lose focus. I have no idea what lies ahead. Gah. Almost at the same time I pull on the door, I begin to feel heavy pressure against my back. It's heavy. Why? I can guess what has happened. Surely the fish are stopping me from moving on. This feeling I had my clothes pulled on is proof of that. I never thought fish could be this strong. Girl, have you gone fishing? Those big fish can be strong. I'm going, so I bite down on my lip and try to move forward. The harder I try to move forward, the stronger the fish's resistance becomes. Himino is suffering even more. I shut my eyes and grind my back molars, then hurl myself at the door. The door flies open and I fall to the ground. Even so, I muster my strength to shut the door. There's no longer any pressure against my back. For once, not a bad end. Huh? Beyond the door is not the fish of the world booth. It's dark and narrow. Similar to the staff passageway I passed through before. Turning about and looking around, I realized that this is a passageway after all. So the jellyfish booth had at least 3 doors. The one I initially came through, the one that leads to the entrance, and this door that connects to the staff-only passage. Closer inspection shows me that the wall is made of one-way glass. It's been created using something stronger than acrylic fiber. There's water in the space between, serving as a border between the booth and the other side. Like a magic mirror, it's been made so that customers cannot see the staff members moving about. From here, I can see the Fish of the World booth. Somehow, this place feels safer than compared to the jellyfish booth. No shit! The water is not blood red. It's very different from the first time I visited, with the offensive smell being completely gone. I thought I can see familiar silhouettes. That's 2 females. One is adult, the other is a girl. The visibility is a bit dicey, making it hard to tell, but that looks like that girl from earlier, and Tsugunuma-go-san, a male aquarium employee, the heartless one who said Amino couldn't be saved. 2 of them are in front of the tank I'm looking at. The fact that they haven't realized I'm there must mean this really is something of a one-way mirror. Both of them are facing each other, their expressions grim. The sound is cut off by all the layers, but I can tell they are arguing over something. Ooh! Girls be fighting! Girls are fighting! That moment, the girl raises her right hand, Tsuguma-san, falls through with all her might. She slaps her with such vigor that it surely resonates with a loud, dry smacking sound. Tsugunuma rubs her left cheek and grins widely. Seeing Tsugunuma grin with such composure after being struck gives me chills. The girl only deepens the crease in her brow. At this rate, things will only intensify. I realize that I will have to stop them. And I will save and stop here, since it is late. But we had a fun time, didn't we? I got a lot of bad endings. But at least I'm back. My throat ripped out like a good bunch of times. That wasn't very fun. But we made it. Got farther. I have 25% of the cutscenes, apparently. Before I end off, though, I am gonna check, like, Sleepy, why are you not working? Disabled? You should not be disabled. Why are you disabled? Let me test you now, Sleepy. Because I can only really test some of these things while it's streaming. Sleepy, please! Why are you like this? because it didn't save. Rip. Rip me. I'll have to try again some other time. But thank you, Sleepy Case, for coming. It's been like 2 months. Pretty much. I'm sorry I've been away so long. But now I have fancy, powerful computer. Thank you, Nettis. I have powerful gamer computer now. I did see my phone like disconnect, it looked like. But I didn't hear any noise. And when I've been playing around with this, it hasn't been playing any noise. So, I mean, hopefully no noise actually happened. But I think we should be good on that front now. And I can finally stream Oblivion. I can finally play Oblivion. Which is what I'm going to spend the day that I'm unemployed doing. Having Oblivion fun. But thank you, Nettas. So glad to see you again, too. So glad to see you, Sleepy Kitties, who decided to come along, whether you came in late, early, lurking, chatting. I always appreciate it. And I hope to see you all next time, which should be Thursday. Good night. Yeah.